and welcome to another video. So I'm having a little bit of a problem here with my Nissan Leaf. So we just came back from, we were out of town for a week. This guy was plugged in. I just unplugged it. I came in to try to start it, and look at this problem. So I come in here, okay, I step on the brake, I push the start, and nothing happens. See, let me try this again. Push it again. Nothing. In fact, earlier I was getting error messages here saying T/M malfunction. I mean, here's a screenshot of what's going on. So we've got a problem. It was acting all funny. It wouldn't start up. This turned on, the radio turned on, but it started flickering. Like there was something very wrong. So we're going to do a little bit of troubleshooting. Okay, so I think what the problem is, that T/M malfunction, that's, I think it stands for transmission system, but that's apparently a red herring. What a lot of people say is the actual problem is that the 12-volt battery may just be low. And since we haven't been driving this car around, I don't know what the logic is for when the car decides to recharge the 12-volt battery. But apparently, when it's been plugged in for a week, it must not have been charging, and I suspect that this 12-volt battery has been dissipating. So what we need to do is, let's check the voltage on again. This is the small 12-volt battery, right? This is obviously not the electric battery that powers the larger motor. This is just used for some smaller functions. So let's get ourselves our voltmeter. Let's turn it to DC voltage. Okay, now let's pop this open here so we can see the battery terminals. And now let's see if we can go ahead and touch both leads, positive, negative. Aha! Look at that. It's only 6.9 volts. So yeah, this battery is not doing well. So let's go ahead and yeah, let's take some next steps. So what I think I'm going to do is let's take off the two terminals just to isolate the battery, and then hook up only the battery to a battery charger. And we'll see if we can charge this battery back up and see if that fixes some of the issues. All right, so I've gone ahead and just removed the positive lead from the terminal here. I'm going to leave the negative just in place just because to make this easier on myself. And then I'm going to go ahead and I've got myself my battery charger. This is a Noco Genius 5. So all I'm going to do now is just hook this guy up, and we are just going to charge in place. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're hooked up, and now let's make sure we're on, yep, 12 volts. Yep, a normal 12-volt battery. It's not a AGM or a lithium. I think this is pretty much a standard 12-volt battery. So there. Okay, let's let it sit here for a while and see if we can get this thing charged up. All right, so it's the next morning. So this has been charging for, I don't know, about 10 hours. Yep, okay, it's green. Looks like this is hopefully all fully charged up. So let's go ahead and take off the battery charger. And just to double check, let's go and grab our voltmeter and see what are we at now. That's looking a lot better. Okay, 14.6 volts. So, okay, let's go ahead now. Just connect the positive terminal or the positive lug onto the positive terminal, and let's see if this works. All right, here we are inside the car. Moment of truth. Let's step on the brake and hit the button. Aha! Boy, that looks a lot better. Okay, so that was it. Looks like, yeah, I think we're in business. Let's just go ahead and just double check. Let's just put in reverse. See if we can get out of the garage. Oh, yep. Okay. So there we have it. That was surprisingly simple. So, gee, that whole error code was really nothing more than just a dead 12-volt, well, not even dead, but just a depleted 12-volt battery. So, apparently, if you get that, all you need to do is charge it back up. And I was doing a little research, and apparently what's going on is when you leave the car plugged into the charger, the 12-volt battery is used a little bit to monitor the state of the charger. So when I plugged it in and then left on vacation for a week, it sat there for a week, and surprisingly, just the main battery didn't recharge a 12-volt battery. It just depleted the 12-volt battery. So the thing that I'll do differently next time is just simply do not leave it plugged in when I'm gone. But again, hopefully that was a quick, easy fix. So we saw that the only problem was really just that silly 12-volt battery. So all you gotta do is charge it up. So that T/M error is really kind of a red herring. Just charge the battery and hopefully you are ready to go. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. I think it's a good spot to leave it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.